Hey, good afternoon. It is the beginning of July, Sunday, July 2nd. And you're looking at Oh Too Many Fish's 400-gallon reef tank. And if you've been following my videos, you may be looking and going, something seems quite different here. And we'll pan over to the left side of the tank. And we'll pan over to the right side of the tank. We'll come back to the middle of the tank. And we'll just sit here for a moment and talk about the joys of owning an aquarium in this modern day and age and what happens when the power goes out. So I live in Los Angeles, California. I live in a non-rural area. That means that pretty much 7 days a week, to get anywhere, you've got traffic. So the fact that since the first of this year, I've had to pull my generator out and run it 6 times due to power failures, pretty much shows you how dilapidated the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, let's be specific about that, LADWP, how poor their infrastructure is in a big frickin' city. In fact, the week before I went away on vacation, I had a power failure. And then, less than 8 days later, while I'm on vacation and my house sitter's away, the power was out again for 8 hours. And even though we have custom-made battery backups and everything else, who expects the power to go out pretty much every week when you live in a city? So while you do see there's a few fish swimming around in our tank, we lost over 100 fish. The top of that list, my wife's Achilles tang, a regal angel that we'd had for almost 7 years, a spawning trio of golden angels, a very happy group of 4 Venustus angels, spawning Bellis angels that we raised the trio of them in the tank, spawning flameback angels, spawning blue damsels, spawning orange-tailed damsels, spawning lawn blower blennies, spawning pipefish, spawning percula clowns. Just the losses are just, I mean, they're outrageous. If you were here right now, you could basically smell dead fish still coming from the tank. With that many fish that died, if you come out and look closely and go into the rocks, you can find, bits and pieces of fish that are still rotting away. We're down to 12 right now, but the corals are all looking pretty good and happy. But the fish loss is just, I don't even know, where to start. Our most expensive fish, joculator, gone. Every single one of our angelfish gone. Our pipefish gone. The big blue tang you see there in the middle, his mate's been in there for over 5 years, gone. The purple tang is swimming there in the middle. His 9 yellow tang buddies are gone. My chevron tang that I've had forever, who is the most docile fish, has been through several crashes, doesn't care about any other fish in the tank, let him get to full-size maturity, gone. So we're really, got home and we're just gutted. The fish that did survive, we have, I'm not even sure how many, at least 4 or 5 of our 9 Banggai cardinals survived. We have half of our clownfish population. So you see them across the front of the tank right now. There's 2 of our perculas. We had 3 of them. We have I think our pair of black perculas are still alive. I can see one on each side of the tank. We have one midnight on the left that's alive. We have a snowflake up at the top that's alive, but there was another trio of Wyoming something cool names. All our pseudochromis are gone. Our assessors are gone. That's like 9 yellow assessors. McNeil's assessors gone. We've been doing really well with our new frozen fish feeder and had a really happy group of Anthias that were flourishing and fat and healthy and happy and gone. You know, there's still some damsels in the tank that you can see, but we lost at least 3 of the Fiji orange-tailed damsels. We lost 2 of the just giant regular old-fashioned blue damsels, but I've had them for over 10 years. They were spawning in the tank. We lost, I see 1 springer eye, which means we maybe lost as many as 10 to 12 springer eye damsels. We lost our trio of very hard to find Stegasi damsels. There's 1 or 2 Kupang damsels still in here, which means we lost a dozen of those. You know, I mean, it's just, fortunately I have a fish list, and I will be taking action against LADWP against this. I don't know how much progress we'll get on it, but I really feel that, you know, it's negligence on their part. It's one thing to be prepared for a power failure, but if you live in the big city, you shouldn't have to be prepared for a power failure once a week. So I will, I'm going to end this portion on the big tank. I'll zoom in there so you guys can see that the corals are still looking pretty good. Thank God, you know, I mean, what we have invested in corals is huge. This really isn't a money, crying out for money situation. You know, we all know this is an expensive hobby, and this is one of the things that comes with it, but for something that's, you know, pretty much avoidable and due to somebody else just screwing with you, it sucks. And, you know, some of these fish, just this month in a French magazine, there's an article coming out about our golden angels that were spawning last fall. And, you know, to have that article published and have the angels lost because of crappy utility company just is, you know, horrible. So getting these kind of things back, the sentimental value is what you can't put a price on here. I'm sure my attorney will put a price on the financial value when he talks with LADWP, but, you know, to the collection of angels we had, I was very, very proud of and elated to have had and kept and doing so well. Not to mention our, you know, we had the pair of gold flake angels in here that we raised in the outside tanks this past summer. They're just, I mean, it's all gone. So anyways, there's our Kung Pao Mani. It's happy. You know, our Lang Sai, happy. Our Jedi Mind, happy. Coral's happy. You know, pretty colors, pretty corals, pretty tank. Just might be a while before you guys can call me oh too many fish. Hey there, oh too many fish, and it's July. So this is the follow-up to the devastating losses in the aquarium on June 26th, thanks to DWP. This is the outside frag tank, where thank God we didn't have any losses of our fish. You know, as you can see, there's our big regal, our emperor otter still there. Our gold flakes are here. There's our juvenile regal. Our sailfin, the bang guys. Let's see if we can get down here. I haven't spotted the Novarchus yet. I saw him. Oh, there's the Novarchus. Novarchus right there behind the regal. Big naso, little naso. Here comes the Novarchus. So anyways, this tank is doing really well. Come in and give you a close-up of some of our corals. Acropora florida, red dragon upside down. You know that's the best way to grow them. ORA Samacora. Some just different pieces over here. We'll come across this way. Here's an Australian piece that we've had outside for probably about a month now. It's doing really well. It's got it's a nice blue color. Come across to here. There's our Oregon Tort piece. This is the Worldwide Corals. Forget the name of it. We'll come across over here and drop down. There's our clowns. There's our big clam. This is the other side of the frag tank. And just so you know, we're shooting. It's still daytime here. It's 6 o'clock. It is still about 100 degrees right now. We are using the geothermal cooling, so that's the fans right here that's blowing across the surface. There's no chiller at all, and the temp is, I don't think it's gone over 80.5 today. So we come in here. There's our pipe. One of my wife's clownfish is swimming by. Our springer eye. Some of our bangais. Gold flake, big naso popping in. Oh, there is both of Sanjay. There's both of your golden angels. You see them in there, Sanjay? They're here looking for you. There's your angel, Sanjay. That's one of two. Of course, I lost my 3, so maybe you're gonna lose your 2 now. No, I wouldn't do that to you. Anyways, coming across here. Purple cap, Lang Caps, Jet A Mind Trick, Blue Stag. This whole section is my Acropora flatworm-free Acropora. This guy does not care about flatworms. They just don't go to him. So anyways, that's our update to show you that the outdoor tank is doing really well. It's got some cool pieces. There's the Kojiwada Pink Nephthya. Come across over here. Got some blues. Got a little piece of, I think this is Blue Matrix right here. Lots of good cool stuff going on out here.